Welcome back to the Dean's List. I'm your host, your Dean of Students, and your very best friend, Mr. Walters. November is National Native American Heritage Month, and we've been learning about the cultures, traditions, and contributions of Native American communities throughout history. To help us learn more about Native people and tribes, let's read from this book, Notable Native People by Adrienne, Keene. To be an Indigenous person means to have ties to a physical place and a people. It is a complex identity to hold, one that doesn't fit easily into the categories of race, citizenship, and heritage set up by the American system. There are millions of Native people in the United States, and as a result, there are millions of ways to identify as a Native person. Tribes are sovereign nations and therefore have the right to determine who belongs in their nation and who can be a tribal citizen. This is a messy and imperfect process, clouded by generations of colonization, forced removals, forced adoptions by non-Native families, federal policies, and more. In addition, there are multiple types of tribal nations, those recognized by the U.S. government, known as federally recognized tribes, state-recognized tribes, who are recognized by state-level governments only, and non-recognized tribes. Today, we're going to learn about Deb Haaland, who is a member of the Laguna Pueblo. The Laguna Pueblo is a federally recognized tribe that's located in southwestern United States in the state of New Mexico. Laguna is surrounded by enchanting mesas and is situated in the foothills of the beautiful mountains of Mount Taylor. Let's read. On March 18, 2021, Laguna Pueblo citizen Deb Haaland was sworn in as the first Native American Cabinet Secretary of the Department of the Interior. Standing in front of Vice President Kamala Harris with her right hand raised, Secretary Haaland was dressed in a long rainbow ribbon skirt adorned with a cornstalk, butterflies, and stars. As Secretary of the Interior, she supervises a group of U.S. government agencies, including the National Park Service, the Fish and Wildlife Service, the Bureau of Land Management, and the Bureau of Indian Affairs. These agencies take care of over 500 million acres of federal land, most of which are adjacent to tribal reservations. Prior to this appointment, Secretary Haaland made history when she and Sharice Davids from the Ho-Chunk Nation became the first two Native women to ever serve in Congress. Deb's achievements are especially significant considering that Native Americans were not guaranteed the right to vote in all 50 states until 1962, when she was 2 years old. Raised in a military family, Deb moved frequently as a child. She graduated from high school and put herself through college at the University of New Mexico. Just 4 days after obtaining her bachelor's degree, Deb gave birth to her daughter, Soma. Despite struggling as a single mother living paycheck to paycheck, Deb earned a Juris Doctorate from the University of New Mexico School of Law. Throughout her career, Secretary Haaland has broken barriers and opened doors of opportunity for future generations. In her farewell address to Congress, she said, "Growing up, Native women rarely held federal leadership positions, and now little girls everywhere will know that they can run for office and win." If you'd like to learn more about Deb Haaland, check out this book in our library, What Your Ribbon Skirt Means to Me, Deb Haaland's Historic Inauguration by Alexis Bunten, illustrated by Nicole Neidhardt. In this book, you'll meet a young girl named Paya who visits an Indigenous community center after school. She and her friends gather around the television to watch Secretary Haaland being sworn in her ribbon skirt. Together with parents and elders, the children explore the values woven into their own regalia, land, community, and traditions, making precious memories on a day they won't soon forget. Thanks so much for joining me today on the Dean's List. I've been your host, your Dean of Students, and your very best friend, Mr. Walters, and I'll see you next time on the Dean's List.
I have a very special project for you.
Oh no, not again.
I noticed that the windows are really dirty, so I was wondering, can you clean the windows for me? I noticed my trash is really full. Can you take it out for me? I'm just really thirsty. Can you go get me my favorite drink?
Here it is, your favorite coffee from your favorite coffee shop.
This is just what I wanted. Now get back to work.